Elizabeth Gardner doesn't just forecast the weather.
Hour by hour.
She lives the weather. See, she depends on her forecast being the most accurate in the triangle just as much as you do. Because knowing what to expect from the weather can really affect how you seize the day.
I'm not looking down.
You go, girl. Elizabeth Gardner, severe weather expert with the only expandable 7-day forecast every 10 minutes. Wake up with WRAL News.
Okay. The big moment. So how far would you go for a good cause? If you're Elizabeth Gardner, you'd go all the way. If you're just tuning in, our own Elizabeth Gardner is about to go 30 stories down to raise money for the Special Olympics. And she joins us now from the Wells Fargo building in Raleigh with the forecast and more on this Over the Edge fundraiser. Elizabeth, are you nervous? How are you feeling right now?
I was not that nervous about half an hour ago because I knew I had some time. My voice is going to start cracking. I'm going to have to take lots of deep breaths. I'm going to attempt to get through weather before we do this. It's actually pretty funny. I have wonderful help here. I have Rebecca and I have Robert, and they're taking good care of me. And they said, "Are you nervous?" They said, "We'd be really nervous if we were going to be on TV." I'm like, "Yeah, that's not what I'm nervous about." So it's really pretty funny. They're not nervous to be up here. They would just be nervous to be on television. But anyway, you get the idea. If you didn't hear, this is, of course, for a good cause. It's for Special Olympics. Tomorrow, if you happen to be driving through downtown, you'll see people out here doing this. They each raised $1,000 for Special Olympics. We have nearly 40,000 Special Olympics athletes in North Carolina. They're trying to raise about $120,000 here this weekend. So it is definitely for a good cause. All right, we're going to get to weather, and then whatever happens over there. Take a look at our museum sky cam. Of course, you've seen us use this before, but we're actually using it as part of our technical, we're hitting a site over there. You don't want me to talk about the technical end of it, especially right now. I'm going to mess that all up. But our museum camera, of course, I can see it from here. I'm looking down on the Museum of Natural Sciences. Our camera is there. Of course, it's pointing toward the legislature building right now. Notice the flags aren't moving. That's a good sign. I'm glad there's not too much wind up here to blow me around. It feels hot up here. Take a look at our state temperatures. It's in the 60s in the mountains. I think I would prefer that. Definitely the chilly air. You're going to need the jacket. Can I talk some more about the 7-day forecast, or I have to do this now, aren't we?
No more delaying.
No more delay. All right.
Come on, Elizabeth, you can do this.
Let's do it.
We believe
Okay,
in
now
you,
they're going to
Elizabeth.
they're going to walk me through this. I'm going to stop talking for just a few minutes so they can sort of get me situated. I'll get up there, and once I start to go over, I'll let you know what I'm thinking.
Okay. So just keep spinning towards me, step over the blue rope.
And it's great because we have so many different shots.
Other direction? Okay. This way? All right.
Elizabeth is fitted with a camera on her helmet there, so we will take a look at the Elizabeth cam as she's making her way down. And the one shot that is, I guess, harder for me to look at is the one from below that shows how tall that building is.
About to lose my earpiece.
30 stories.
I don't want to lose that, so I want to be able to talk to you guys. Okay.
Here she goes.
Woo!
This is the moment. Ken Smith and some other folks from here, Woolly Bull, is doing this today. I've done this before for Special Olympics.
Okay.
And then I want you to put your head.
She says it'll take about 7 to 8 minutes to get to the bottom. And Elizabeth has gone bungee jumping before, so it's not entirely new, but still and she's nerve-wracking. She's an adrenaline junkie anyway, but this is a new challenge for her.
So the next step is I want you to squat down.
I don't know, having my back turned and being on the edge, that alone is a bit nerve-wracking.
So I can hold on like that?
Okay.
All right, here it goes. All right.
And once she gets going, I think it'll be fine. But it's that first step that's the hardest, just going over the edge
in the right
there.
place? Okay.
Just don't look down.
So pushing over. All right, now.
This arm comes up under.
Under, okay.
Grabs the bottom of this handle.
Okay.
And that hand goes to the tail of the rope. And remember, we talked about
This
picking
means
up
letting
that
go.
tail.
Okay.
Take the weight off.
Okay.
All right.
Letting go. Whew.
The lower you hold on this lever, the easier it's going to be to push.
Again, Elizabeth is getting ready to rappel down the 30-story Wells
here we
Fargo
go.
building in downtown Raleigh.
You move your hands to make
There she goes. The first foot is about to lift off the edge there. I'm nervous for her right now. This is this is scary to watch.
You're doing it.
All right.
Got about
Here we
a
go.
180 degree.
I think Tom normally is at the bottom there. He'll see you in
I'm
7
gonna be
minutes.
breathing hard.
Here's another
All
angle.
right. Here we go. Okay, I'm not looking down. That's for sure.
Oh, this is a great shot. This is the camera from her helmet. Maybe we can get some folks in the
Hi.
office buildings to tweet some pictures as she comes down.
All right, guys.
All right, we're going to check back in with Elizabeth as she makes her way down after the break.
All right, we're sweating it here, and we're not even rappelling down the side of that building. Do you see that speck? That is Elizabeth Gardner making her way down the side of the Wells Fargo building right now.
Yeah, she started down about 3 minutes ago. It's all part of a fundraiser for the Special Olympics called Over the Edge, and that's exactly what she did. She took just a few steps when we just went to break, and she's already, it looks like almost halfway down. Elizabeth, can you hear us?
I can. Boy, this is something. It's pretty hard at the top. It takes a lot of strength at the beginning to sort of feed the rope and squeeze this. But now that I'm a lot farther down, it's a little easier to do. Boy, it's high up here. Let me tell you, this is a thrill. My goodness, I'm trying not to be so incredibly nervous, but wow. It is something, let me tell you.
Well, you're doing a great job. We watched you kind of stop to wring out your hands. So I know it's difficult. It looks so lonely, too, to be out there by yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. I hear people down below, though.
You
It's
have
nice
a
to
crowd
hear.
of supporters out there for you. So you're doing a great job, Elizabeth.
All right, let's check back in with Elizabeth. She's making her way down, and you can hear the crowd cheering for her out there.
Raising money for Special Olympics by rappelling down the side of the Wells Fargo building. Elizabeth and Wooly Bull are supposed to take some turns, or take a turn today, and then there are other folks who raised money for Special Olympics who will do this tomorrow. This is really an incredible idea for a fundraiser. Ken Smith did this 2 years ago, and he's afraid of heights.
And I saw Elizabeth kind of turning back, waving to the crowd. I guess she's getting kind of comfortable out there.
Elizabeth, can you hear us? Her signal with us is going in and out, so she'll be able to talk with us every once in a while when she can hear us. But
I don't have any down pressure at all.
Yeah,
okay, they're also giving her direction. You can hear the radio, so if she
Right.
gets stuck
Yep.
and isn't quite sure how much slack to give, you can see it must be hard on your hands because she
Yeah.
keeps stopping
It
to wring
is.
out her hands.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but yeah, woo, it is tough on your hands, and it's taking, I'm wanting to talk to you guys, but whoop, there, yikes. It's taking a lot of concentration and strength actually in my hands to do this, and I think I'm getting there though. We are getting closer. Whew. I gotta tell you, when I was up at the top there, it was really hard to look around. The folks that are helping out with this kept saying, you gotta look around. You gotta take some time and look around, but that was kind of tough at the top.
Is it helping to have that crowd down below? We can hear them cheering,
is,
Elizabeth. How many
yeah.
people are down there?
Gosh, I would say there could be 50 to 100 maybe. A
Wow.
lot of people, yeah.
A lot of people to greet you when you make your way down to the ground, and it looks like you're moving a lot faster now.
I think it's easier as you get down closer to the bottom. I was hoping to be really cool and do some bouncing off the windows, but I've been way too scared for that. See, here I go. Hi. All right.
Well, there she goes. Our security guard in the morning, Harry, said he was going to come down there today to cheer you on. I'm excited for you that this is almost done.
I'm spinning.
What an accomplishment, Elizabeth.
And there she is, almost down to the bottom. Would you do this again, Elizabeth?
Ask me tomorrow.
Okay. We'll give you a couple of days to shake it up. But again, for such a good cause, yeah, everybody here is cheering too for Special Olympics North Carolina.
Thank
What
you.
a great sport.
We're going to have
Tell
you walk back this way.
Okay.
We're going to squeeze a little bit. You walk with me. and get some of the slack.
Woo!
Elizabeth, tell us what you think. What are your final thoughts now that your feet are on the ground?
Wow. That's it. My hands are sore, and I can barely breathe.
Pull down on the rope.
And it's going to take a little minute for me to recover, but I'm really happy. There's my little boy. Hey, Max.
Oh, there's Max.
I'm really happy to have been able to do something to bring attention to Special Olympics, and you know, a lot of folks will be here raising money, and so happy to be a part of it, definitely.
Well, you are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you for doing this and opening yourself up to do this live on the air as well.
That took some guts. I mean, to do this on live TV. Woo! And that is the journey Elizabeth traveled. She's on the ground safely.
We'll
now.
hopefully have all of this back on WRAL.com so you can watch it back if you missed any part of that. We're
Our shero, Elizabeth Gardner.
You sit down and take a breather and talk to your husband and your son. And this, unfortunately, we have to wrap up. This is the end of our new newscast right now. But
a
again,
very special new newscast. Our next newscast is today at 5.
Take that out of my ear. Woo!